At 54, I am still in progress. This is her, Michelle. I'm 54 years old. She's now 61. And I hope that I always will be. For me, quote unquote, becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. I see it instead as forward motion, a continuously, a forward motion, a means of evolving and a way to reach continuously toward a better self. The journey doesn't end, just like you said, Jamie. So for her, it is about lifelong. And I guess I'll just to finish that, I'll just go ahead and throw out what she said, and then we can, if you'd like, we can wrap it and we can add more to it. Page 419, this is the very next page. Becoming requires equal parts patience and rigor. Becoming is never giving up on the idea that there's more growing to be done. It's a journey. Last one, page 420. I love this sentence. You guys might have captured this one as well. And I put it in bold in my journal. It's not about being perfect.
Yes.
Yes, it's not about being perfect. It's about where you get yourself in the end. It isn't about only that in the end. There's power in allowing yourself to be known and heard, in owning your unique story, in using your authentic voice, and there's grace in being willing to know and hear others. This, for me, is how we become. That's what she said.
That's a pretty awesome quote.
A lot there.
And also I think that it reminds me of one thing, because I think around our age, like Ryan and I, we're moving towards this kind of notion of, college, and we're given this idea of college is probably one of the most, it feels like it's going to be one of the most important things in our current life, partly because how college is one of the few ways you can kind of control where your life's going to head. So I think that's why a lot of parents, in a way, obsess over that in their child and their children. So I think a lot of teenagers have that sense of, if they don't get into the college they want to go to, they feel like the world has ended, it has crashed down, and everything is over. But then that thing of it's not being perfect, the journey doesn't end with college. It continues to go on and on and on and on and on and on. I think it's interesting because, in a way, it implies to me, how I interpreted the passage was that for young people like us, there's other ways of going through life other than just getting into a Ivy League school, you know what I mean? Like Michelle Obama didn't actually get to use, she dropped out of her lawyer career because she didn't feel like it was matching, she didn't feel like it suited her very well, right? Yeah, so then you can even go on and say, perhaps, what the majority of what Michelle Obama cares about and has done in her life doesn't really necessarily correlate to her experiences in Princeton, right?
Good point.
Yeah. However, I feel like her time in Princeton was still probably one of the most significant times of her life. It introduced her to more community service related actions and line of work, which she ended up doing later on in her life after being a lawyer.
I want to touch base on what Jamie said about college and how you guys are 15-ish, 16-ish. You're heading into latter years of high school. But one of the words that comes up around the notion of becoming is transformational, to transform over your life. And some people talk about life being a series of chapters. So I'm going to try to weave those two together. College is an unbelievable, awesome period of a person's life if they get to do that. And if they do get into, the magic word is fit. If they do get into a really good fit situation, it helps leverage their growth in many, many ways. Yeah, sure, there's something to Ivies, there's something to the rankings and all that, but I'm sure your guidance counselors have talked to you and you'll learn more about this. It really is about what's the right fit for you in your journey, and as you develop and identify your passions, what's going to help you, accelerate yourself into some meaningful career and hopefully bringing joy into the work beyond a paycheck. So I'd like to introduce, before we get too far down the road here, I'd like to introduce some tools and some ideas that I have come across in my life and I'd love to get your guys' perspectives relative to becoming and ways to become over the course of your lives. Even some tools you could use and you might even be using today. So we'll get to that too in terms of tools to how to help us become.
I think in most concepts of life where you have the thing of drawing life out as a graph, it always signifies in a way that there is a kind of definite end to like how much you can grow. Like this is your peak in life. It's hard to put into words, but I think a lot of people see life as a thing where there is one fixed ultimate goal, and then yeah, like their entire life is built around going through these small ups and downs to go through that final post and past that point, and they can say, I've lived a good life. But I think Michelle Obama's perspective and kind of, in a way, theory is very different, where she says the journey actually, it doesn't end. It's a continuous passage, it's a continuous ride. Because again, it's not about being perfect. She says it's owning your unique story, right? It's about going through the journey and continuously growing and improving, right? Which I think is a pretty fresh way of looking at how life progresses.
Yeah. I really feel like this book is one of those books that has at least one good lesson or more for everyone, no matter who you are, or like no matter what age you are, no matter what profession you're in. It has at least one like really meaningful and really relevant lesson that can improve your life.
Yep.
Like how you're I mean like the age difference between us, and yet we all still like learn a lot from this book, and how like basically anybody can, as long as you can read, but like and understand what's in the book. And yeah, and I just feel like that's a really great benefit of reading this book. And I also read a lot of like reviews online about this book as well, and then they all say how well thought out these lessons are, and how well she's showing us telling us her life. And yeah, it just has a lesson for no matter who you
are. Well said. Try to weave a couple things together here. You guys are high school students, and you can think about your role in life right now, quote unquote. Your role is to continue to evolve and grow as young men, and determine your own value systems, and hopefully get a good education, which you both definitely are, that are going to inform you on your next journey. Let's say your next major chapter is college. Let's say that's true. After high school, hopefully you've had a great high school career. We could call that a next chapter, right? We could call that your role then. Your role then becomes, you want to continue becoming, if you will, in college, perhaps pursue a major and or a minor or whatever in some fields that are very meaningful for you. You might or might not meet a life partner in college. Some people do. Some people don't meet their life partner in college. The thing I'd like to bring up to you guys is the idea of roles. And that is, if you think about Michelle Obama's book, the three parts we talked about, me, us, more, and I'll share with you one of the things that did not occur to me until I was in my 30s. When I was a dad, it occurred to me that, and I had not gotten into this becoming word back then. This is 30 years ago now. I identified 5 roles in my life that I thought were important: provider, husband, father, minister, and self, me as a human being. And I started getting into setting goals each year. This is when I was in corporate. I would set goals each year in each of those 5 roles in my life that I wanted to achieve, move forward. And that was helpful for me in some ways. And 2 of the things, I'll just go ahead and throw them out, and we'll see what you guys want to talk about, where you want to take it. I had not started journaling at that point in my life.
Oh,
I guess I had a diary as a kid. You get the little hash thing, but I wasn't really serious about it. I didn't start journaling until I was probably seriously into my 50s. seriously using journaling as a way to do many things. I do it on my iPad. I have sections, I have a template in my journal that I part reflect, I part game plan, I part prioritize. I have willing intentions as a daily item that I do, and I have a gratitude section. So the gratitude section and the willing intentions help me on a daily basis to stay centered on what it is that I'm trying to become, how I might take steps today and tomorrow, and up above at the top, it's got a descending order. I capture future ideas at the top that I want to make sure I don't lose sight of and continue to embed as I journal over time. The journaling is an unbelievably flexible, personal way to talk to yourself, to metacognate, to intrapersonal touch, stay in touch with yourself as you continue to evolve your life and your chapters over your life, and to continue to become, because it changes. Your priorities change over life. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, one of the things that I would like to try to work with young people more going forward is for them to more own their journey through the process of intentional journaling, to help them achieve more of what they want to achieve, to help them go inner more deeply, and to have really bring a lot more fulfillment in their lives. Michelle Obama did talk about journaling some in her book, but she said she was not a religious journaler, wasn't really serious about it. It's an incredibly powerful tool that I hope more and more young people pick up over time.
Yeah, I mean, like, I actually started journaling like around last year or so, like last November. Part of because when I was adjusting to moving to like an international school to public school in Korea, it was kind of hard on me. So I started journaling to kind of express my thoughts out. And it was, I think, pretty helpful, of course. And I also think of it as a kind of way of archiving like important events that happened. Because in a way, like memory has a way of not being perfect, right? And, like sometimes things get twisted and like mixed up in jungle, and then like you think one thing's true, but then actually when you look at the photos, it's not. And like journaling also provides a very solid way of kind of telling you like these kind of feelings and events happened at this period of time. And it's also pretty like fun to look at past events and past emotions in hindsight, where it's like, oh wow, I didn't know I felt this way. Like I didn't realize how much I felt in this direction. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of gives you a more third person perspective on your life as well.
True.
Yeah, and
good for you. Good for you. You started way earlier than me. Well done. And my guess is, Jamie, you'll continue to evolve that practice over time as it makes sense to you, as a flexible way to run your life. That's my guess.
Thank you. Yeah, because like right now my journal is much simpler than your gratitude and like whole like sectionified thing. Mine is just like writing, entry, like date, and then done. Yeah, so I hope that helps me like along my life, as it like so obviously has helped out with yours. And yeah, speaking of the kind of advice and tools you give out, I have this because just for context, at the end of the school year, Mr. Green gives to his students like a little a little kind of message in a way, a little present, a little red card that has three points that he wants all of us to carry in our hearts as we are progressing through life. It's right over here.
Very good.
Yeah, I'll read it out loud. It's number 1, do your best. Number 2, have fun and friends. And number 3, build your dreams. Dr. Green, June 2023. Right? So it's I think this is like obviously these points are very, very simple, yet they're powerful, is what I felt. Because like do your best. I think that kind of translates into don't be the kind of person who is always looking back into hindsight, too much of that, and kind of regretting what what I didn't do or had done, right? Kind of be that person who can confidently own the present and can say, I've given my best, I've given it my all. And now I just want to look ahead into the present and the future, right? And also like have fun and friends. Obviously, it's very important because like without fun, honestly, what is life, right? It's just a series of events mechanically happening if there's no fun, is what I feel like. And build your dreams also, lastly, I think you're telling us to kind of grant a purpose to what we're working through and are becoming in a way. So yeah, can you talk to us about that, those 3 points?
Oh boy, thank you for bringing that up. That was on my agenda as well, and thank you for sharing and for keeping that. As I might have mentioned to you back when I did that, Jamie, in June of 23, I started that practice in 1998 in my very first year of teaching middle school science. And it happened at the end of a maternity leave, and it was my first teaching job. I had an awesome time. I wanted to give the kids something just as a gift, exactly what you said. And I did it in 1998. And I've done it every single year since then. Perhaps more powerful is I've never changed those 10 words. I believe in continuous improvement as a philosophy, very, very much so in my life, but I've never changed those 10 words. And you said it really well. They're all 3 really important, but I suspect I've never been asked this question. Which one is the most important one? That's almost like an impossible question. But if I had to answer that, I would probably say it's number 1, because if we relax a little bit, and we don't have to have a 4.0 GPA, we don't have to be perfect every day. If we put our best foot forward in everything we do, whether it's relationships or school or church or whatever that happens to be, enjoy life, do your best, appreciate yourself, learn from FAIL, first attempt in learning, right? So that whole notion, as you covered there, is so, so important. Michelle Obama would probably love some of that. But thank you for bringing that up. I never saw myself doing it 27 years in a row.
I mean, yeah. Ryan, anything you want to add, perhaps?
I mean, I don't know what to add, because these are all really well thought out opinions, and I don't have anything like that yet, the note at least, or I don't have a journal yet, but I'm gonna start from today. I've been inspired by 3 people, you guys and Michelle Obama. So, yeah. Yeah, I just feel like as you experience more things, I mean, usually when you grow older, you experience more things, and you mature, and you gain more complete, not fully complete, perspective on a multitude of different aspects of your life, of different goals you have, because goals also develop over your lifetime, as I think Jamie said. And yeah.
I would love to touch on that, Ryan. Ryan, that is a super important point. I captured in some of my notes here the importance of life experience, life being a learning laboratory. You said that so well, because if we think about, Jamie mentioned the graph before, if we think about an exponential growth function, I'm a math teacher too, so that's a nice little metaphor for how it goes. You're in middle school, you're in high school, you're in college, the curve goes up. Life experience, being informed, learning, making the mistake, whether it's relationships or it's class or whatever. The process of becoming, to me, as I look back now, I'm 68 years old. It accelerates over time. It's life experience is a fantastic teacher. Very good point, Ryan.
I mean, yeah. Any last thoughts? Any other thoughts, everybody?
What are you guys thinking?
I have some notes, but they're not really relevant anymore. Yeah.
Like strayed so far, but like in the right direction, I feel like.
Yeah. I just feel like Michelle Obama is like a really good writer, and this book was a life-changing experience. And yeah, I guess another thing I really liked about the book was how unfiltered she was. Yeah, so she states like a lot of, well, not really like polarizing, but like so she doesn't really like politics. She mentioned in the book, she's not like, she just feels like it's a whole nother world where like she does not want to like, but in the end she did, but like obviously she had to, but yeah, and I feel like this would also be a really great read for any woman, because like it'd be like, it's also a really like impactful book for them because it shows a great role model, and like she does it in her life as well, where she goes to like I remember she went to like English school for girls or something, and she did some service, and I felt that it was really inspiring, even though I'm not a girl, but yeah, it was really inspiring for me as well. And yeah, she's done a lot of really great things to help with that. Yeah.
Do you want me to go next? Did you finish, Jamie? How do you want to do it?
I mean, you can go next. Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm so grateful, Jamie, for you reaching out, Ryan, for you being here to bring this possibility of discussing this topic. And when Jamie said, "Hey, do you want to do it? What book do you want to do?" I didn't know how Jamie was going to feel about becoming. So you said it was kind of one of the first genres here. So I just am grateful to sit down and talk to two cool kids about a really important topic that I am very passionate about in terms of helping young people have fulfillment and joy in their lives. It is an incredible journey, what she talks about. And again, more toward the end of the book, as she begins to define it. I did a little chat GPT deal today with a little bit more depth on it. And this topic is just awesome. And I hope you guys personally got something out of it. I hope wherever this video goes, I hope one person or more gets something out of it and maybe is inspired to do something of a willing intention to help themselves grasp whatever that piece they think is meaningful for them, because that's where I am at this point in my life, is I want to try to help and inspire young people. That's why this is important.
Yes, and that reminds me, Mr. Green, I have one final question for you, because in the book, Michelle Obama mentions that her version of becoming, and you also mentioned it in the email, the notes you sent to me, was empowering women and also Black people to kind of, in a way, be treated at the same level as other people in society. And she was kind of trying to inspire and empower them to, kind of spread their wings in society. And which reminds me, Mr. Green, what's your version of becoming? Like, what's your kind of, in a way, like, philosophy? Because again, 27 years in education, right? That's a very, very long time. And also like 19 years in corporate America is also a very, very long time. And I feel like those can be quite contrasting experiences. So I'm very curious to see like what the combination of the two and more has, like, what current conclusion do you have on your becoming?
Oh, that's a great question. And so many things go through my heart and mind and spirit. If I try to make it simple, I would say that my current version of becoming is trying to make positive differences in everything I do every single day, particularly as it relates to young people. Jamie, you know this so well. You and I spent a year together in a classroom. I love young people. I love the potential in young people. And you mentioned Michelle and the marginalized groups of minorities in some cases, women in some cases. And that was obviously very passionate for her life journey, of course. So I'll add one more piece to this. the role of religion in our lives. There's a lot of different religions, and I grew up in the Christian faith, and I am a very non-traditional Christian in terms of I don't go to church every Sunday, etc. But I would say that there's a lot that can be learned from the world's major religions, because for me, as I look at comparative religion, what one thing underlies all religions, basically, it's love. And it's being a good person and being kind and generous and uplifting to other people. And so for me, those things are really central to what I feel for me is what becoming is about. A Christian would say we're becoming more Christ-like. That's what a mainstream Christian would say. Okay, fine. That's cool. I get it. Makes a lot of sense when you understand the Bible. So I kind of put all those things together, and I want to continue to become a better and better person, trying to particularly inspire young people in their lives.
I mean, yeah, thank you. You've been quite inspiring to us today, I think.
You.
Yeah, one of the deepest conversations we've had, I think, and very, very meaningful.
Probably the deepest conversation we had on this channel.
Say that again, Ryan. Sorry.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it was probably the deepest conversation we had on this channel. And it was like a really great change of pace. It was like the last few videos we've been doing were pretty, I think like, what was it? I don't even remember. They weren't as deep as this one, that's for sure. But very genuine.
I am grateful as well, very much so.
I mean, like, again, thank you for, like, accepting and saying yes, like, so heartfully when we reached out to you. Like,
it's Jamie Lee.
It's Mr. Green. I mean, yeah, just thank you for making all this like happen. Like, what just started out as like kind of, hey, well, it'd be pretty cool if you like invite Mr. Green over to the channel, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I mean, like, yeah, like just the moment I saw your email, I was like, yes. And I mean, like, yeah, I think all this time has, like, this is probably like our longest recording session yet, but I think it has, like, every minute of it has been super worth it. And I do pity Steven for having to edit all this though, but
I don't know how that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, thank you for joining us today and accepting our invitation. And yeah,
all the best to you guys. Great job of pulling this off. Awesome. I wish you all both the very, very best in all ways. And
we wish you too good luck in your becoming and inspiring young people like you've done to us today.
I hope so. Thank you. Hope I've done something worthwhile.
Thank you so much, guys, for
1 minute
watching.
left.
If you've made it to the end, respect.
Big time.
Respect. Just like one word, respect.
Yeah.
And the meeting's gonna end in less than a minute, so
cheers, you guys. All the best.
Bye.
All the best.
Out.